Hello, little dreamers, and welcome to our magical story time. Are you all tucked in and ready for an adventure? Tonight, we're going to journey to a land filled with wonder and friendship. So, close your eyes, take a deep, gentle breath, and let's begin. Once upon a time, in a cozy little cottage at the edge of an enchanted forest, lived a little girl named Lily. Lily had bright, curious eyes and hair the color of sunshine. She loved exploring more than anything, but her greatest wish was to have a special friend to share her adventures with. One sunny afternoon, while chasing a sparkling butterfly, Lily ventured deeper into the woods than ever before. The trees grew taller, their leaves whispering secrets to the wind. Suddenly, she stumbled upon a hidden clearing. In the center, bathed in a soft golden light, lay a tiny creature unlike any she had ever seen. It had the fluffy white fur of a rabbit, the delicate, rainbow-colored wings of a butterfly, and a single pearlescent horn that glowed faintly on its forehead. It was a flutter horn. The little flutter horn looked up, its big violet eyes wide with fright. It had a tiny thorn stuck in its paw and couldn't fly. Lily's heart filled with kindness. "Don't be scared," she whispered softly, kneeling down. "I'm Lily. I want to help you." Very, very gently, she reached out her hand. The flutter horn hesitated for a moment, then nudged her palm with its nose, trusting her. With careful fingers, Lily plucked the thorn from its paw. The little creature wiggled its nose and let out a happy squeak. It flapped its rainbow wings, and a shower of shimmering golden dust sprinkled all over Lily. She giggled as the dust tickled her nose. "You're magical," she exclaimed. The flutter horn chirped in agreement and nuzzled against her cheek. Lily decided to name him Sparkle. From that day on, Lily and Sparkle were the best of friends. Every day was a new adventure. They would play hide-and-seek among the giant mushrooms, race the river sprites down the babbling brook, and listen to the wise old owl tell stories of the stars. Sparkle could understand everything Lily said, and he would answer with happy chirps and playful nudges. One evening, as the sun began to set, painting the sky in shades of orange and pink, a gloom fell over the enchanted forest. The colors started to fade, the flowers drooped their heads, and the cheerful songs of the birds turned into sad little whimpers. A creeping gray mist was slowly covering everything, draining the forest of its magic and joy. The forest creatures were scared. The wise old owl hooted with worry. The heart of the forest, the whispering bloom, is losing its light, he explained. Without its magic, our home will become gray and silent forever. Lily looked at Sparkle, her heart heavy. "We have to do something," she declared bravely. Sparkle chirped and tapped his glowing horn against an ancient map carved into the bark of the oldest oak tree. A glowing path appeared, leading towards the highest peak in the forest, Mount Glimmer. That was where the whispering bloom grew. "Of course," Lily said. "We have to get to the whispering bloom and help it shine again." Their journey began immediately. The path was steep and tricky. The gray mist made it hard to see, and sad whispers echoed through the trees. But Lily and Sparkle were determined. They held hands. Lily held Sparkle's tiny hand encouraged each other. When Lily felt tired, Sparkle would flutter his wings, showering her with energizing golden dust. When Sparkle was scared of a strange shadow, Lily would sing a cheerful song to make him feel brave. They crossed a bridge made of moonbeams that shimmered faintly in the gloom. They navigated a maze of thorny vines by following the faint scent of hope that still lingered in the air. Along the way, they met other forest creatures who had lost their cheer. A family of squirrels was huddled together, their bushy tails drooping. "Don't worry," Lily told them with a smile. "We're going to bring the magic back." Courage was like a small, warm light in the growing darkness. Finally, after a long climb, they reached the summit of Mount Glimmer. There, in a small, protected grotto, was the Whispering Bloom. It was a magnificent flower with petals made of pure light, but now it was dim and flickering weakly. Its colors were almost gone, and the gray mist swirled thickest around it. At the base of the flower, a single gray tear-shaped stone was absorbing all its light. "That's the Stone of Sorrow," Ali remembered from the owl's stories. "It feeds on sadness. The more the forest despairs, the stronger it gets, and the weaker the bloom becomes." They had to get rid of the stone, but they couldn't just touch it. It was cold and radiated unhappiness. Lily thought hard. How do you fight sadness? Not with strength, but with joy. She looked at Sparkle. "Sparkle," she said, "we need to fill this place with happiness. We need to remember all our wonderful adventures." Lily closed her eyes and thought of the first day she met Sparkle. She remembered the feeling of his soft fur and the magic of his golden dust. She thought of them racing the river sprites, their laughter echoing through the trees. She thought of sharing berries and watching the sunset together. A warm, happy feeling grew inside her heart, shining brightly. Sparkle did the same. He chirped a joyful tune, remembering how Lily had saved him. He fluttered his rainbow wings, creating a whirlwind of shimmering, happy memories. The combined power of their friendship, their love, and their joy was immense. A brilliant, warm light erupted from Lily's heart and Sparkle's horn, pushing back the gray mist. The light of their happiness shone directly onto the Stone of Sorrow. The cold gray stone couldn't handle so much warmth and joy. It started to crack. With a final bright flash from Sparkle's horn, the stone shattered into a million pieces of harmless gray dust, which were instantly blown away by a happy breeze. Freed from the stone, the Whispering Bloom drank in the light of their friendship. Its petals began to glow brighter and brighter, pulsing with vibrant, beautiful colors. A wave of pure magic washed down from the mountain, sweeping through the entire forest. The gray mist vanished in an instant. The flowers lifted their heads, the trees rustled with renewed life, and the birds burst into a symphony of cheerful song. The enchanted forest was saved. Lily and Sparkle hugged each other tightly, their hearts overflowing with joy. As they made their way back down the mountain, they were greeted as heroes. The squirrels chattered their thanks, the river sprites danced around them, and the wise old owl gave them a solemn, proud nod. The forest was more magical and vibrant than ever before, all thanks to the courage and friendship of a little girl and her magical companion. Back in her cozy cottage, as the stars began to twinkle outside her window, Lily cuddled with Sparkle. "We make a great team," she whispered, stroking his soft fur. Sparkle chirped and snuggled closer, his little horn glowing with a soft, warm light that filled the room with peace. Lily knew that as long as they had each other, no challenge was too big, and no darkness could ever overcome the light of their friendship. And so, Lily and Sparkle drifted off to sleep, dreaming of all the new adventures that awaited them in their bright and magical world. Now it's your turn, little one. It's time to let your own adventures begin in your dreams. Sleep tight, and may your night be filled with magic and friendship. Good night.